Beneath the waves, where the sun dares not linger, lies a secret swallowed by time, a city of wonders, of golden spires and forbidden knowledge, now lost to the abyss. Atlantis. Its name echoes like a whisper from the gods, a riddle carved into the heart of history. Was it a myth, a cautionary tale, or something far more real and far more dangerous? Tonight we dive into the shadows of the deep, chasing the ghost of a civilization that vanished without a trace. Stay with us, for the truth may be darker than you imagine. The story of Atlantis begins in the 4th century BCE with a man named Plato, a philosopher, a seeker of truth, and perhaps the first to breathe life into this enigma. In his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, Plato tells of a magnificent island, greater than Libya and Asia combined, nestled beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. Atlantis was no mere city, it was a utopia, a marvel of human ingenuity, blessed by the gods and cursed by their wrath. Picture it, a circular city ringed by concentric canals, each lined with walls of red, white, and black stone. Bridges arch gracefully over shimmering waters, connecting a labyrinth of gardens, theaters, and baths. At its center stood a temple to Poseidon, its walls clad in silver, its roof adorned with ivory and gold. The Atlanteans were masters of their world, engineers, philosophers, warriors. Their ships sailed to distant lands. Their wisdom rivaled the stars. But with great power came a shadow that would consume them all. Plato tells us that the Atlanteans grew greedy, their hearts corrupted by hubris. They waged wars, defied the gods, and sought dominion over the earth. And so, in a single day and night of fire and flood, Atlantis was erased. Swallowed by the sea, its towers reduced to rubble, its people silenced forever. Or so the story goes. But is this the end of the tale? Or merely the beginning of a mystery that has haunted humanity for millennia? What if Atlantis wasn't just a parable? What if its ruins lie waiting, hidden in the depths, guarding secrets we're not ready to uncover? Let's dive deeper. For centuries, Atlantis was dismissed as a myth, a philosopher's allegory to warn against pride. But the clues are scattered across history, like pieces of a shattered mosaic. From ancient Greece to the libraries of Alexandria, from medieval scholars to modern explorers, the legend refuses to die. Could there be truth behind the tale? Plato's description is vivid but vague. Beyond the Pillars of Hercules, he said, in the great Atlantic Ocean. Yet scholars and adventurers have searched everywhere. The Mediterranean, the Caribbean, even the icy wastes of Antarctica. Each site holds tantalizing hints, but none have yielded Atlantis itself. Let's explore the most compelling. Santorini, or ancient Thera, is a favorite among historians. Around 1600 BCE, a cataclysmic volcanic eruption shook the Aegean Sea, obliterating much of the Minoan civilization. The island's crescent shape, its black and red cliffs, and its submerged ruins echo Plato's description of Atlantis's concentric rings. Pottery, frescoes, and advanced plumbing found here suggest a sophisticated society, one that traded across the Mediterranean. But was this Atlantis? The dates don't align perfectly. Plato places Atlantis 9,000 years before his time, far earlier than the Minoan collapse. Across the Atlantic, in the turquoise waters of the Bahamas, lies another clue, the Bimini Road. Discovered in 1968, these submerged stone formations look like a paved highway, stretching beneath the waves. Some claim they're natural, shaped by tides and time. Others insist they're man-made, remnants of a lost civilization. Divers describe an eerie stillness underwater, as if the stones themselves whisper of forgotten builders. Could this be a fragment of Atlantis, preserved in the shallows? From the submerged pyramids of Yonaguni to the ancient harbors of Malta, the world is littered with underwater mysteries. Each site fuels the question, could one of them be Atlantis? Or is the true stranger still a city not lost to the sea, but to something more sinister? What if Atlantis wasn't just a city, but a keeper of secrets? Secrets so powerful they were buried by the gods themselves. Let's follow the trail deeper, into the shadows of myth and science. Modern science has joined the hunt for Atlantis, wielding tools Plato could never have imagined: sonar, satellites, and deep-sea submersibles. Yet the ocean is vast, its depths unyielding. Over 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, and much of it remains unexplored. If Atlantis exists, it could be hiding in plain sight, cloaked by centuries of sediment and mystery. Geologists tell us that cataclysms capable of sinking a city are not mere fantasy. Around 12,000 years ago, as the Ice Age ended, sea levels rose dramatically, swallowing coastal lands. The Black Sea, once a freshwater lake, was flooded by the Mediterranean in a deluge that reshaped maps. Could such an event have drowned Atlantis? Plato's timeline, 9,000 years before his time, roughly matches this period of global upheaval. Core samples from the Atlantic reveal traces of sudden, violent events: tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes. These could explain Plato's day and night of destruction. But there's more. Some researchers point to unusual magnetic anomalies in the ocean floor, places where compasses spin wildly as if ancient structures disrupt the Earth's field. Are these the echoes of Atlantis's lost technology? Then there are the stories of advanced technology: crystals that powered cities, machines that harnessed the stars. Plato mentions orichalcum, a mysterious metal second only to gold in value. Could it have been a real alloy or a symbol of something greater? Some speculate Atlantis possessed knowledge we've yet to rediscover, a science so advanced it seemed like magic. But if so, why was it lost? The deeper we dive, the stranger the clues become. What if Atlantis wasn't destroyed by nature, but by something or someone else? What if the gods Plato spoke of were not divine, but something far more terrifying? Beyond science, the legend of Atlantis takes a darker turn. Ancient texts from cultures across the globe, Egyptian, Mayan, Indian, speak of lost cities, of civilizations wiped out by divine wrath or cosmic forces. The Sumerians tell of a great flood, the Greeks of a war between gods and men. Could Atlantis have been caught in a conflict beyond human understanding? Some theorists propose Atlantis was more than a city. It was a hub of forbidden knowledge. Perhaps they tampered with forces they couldn't control: energy sources, celestial alignments, or even contact with beings from beyond. The Greek myths speak of titans, giants who challenged the gods and were cast into the abyss. Could Atlantis have been their stronghold, punished for defying the natural order? Others point to extraterrestrial involvement. Ancient astronaut theorists argue that Atlantis's advanced technology, its crystals, its ships, its fabled power, came from visitors from the stars. But when the Atlanteans grew too powerful or too reckless, their benefactors turned against them, sinking their city as a warning to humanity. Far-fetched? Perhaps. But the ocean hides more than ruins. It hides truths we may not be ready to face. As we near the end of our journey, one question burns brighter than ever. If Atlantis exists, why has it stayed hidden? Is it simply lost to time, or is it being protected? Today, explorers continue the search for Atlantis, driven by curiosity, obsession, or something deeper. In 2024, a team discovered anomalous structures off the coast of Spain, near Cadiz, a city linked to ancient Tartessos. Satellite imagery revealed circular patterns in the marshes, eerily similar to Plato's description. Divers reported strange currents, as if the sea itself resisted their intrusion. Every discovery brings us closer, yet the mystery deepens. The ocean is a jealous guardian, reluctant to surrender its secrets. And perhaps it should be. If Atlantis was a beacon of knowledge, it may also have been a warning, a testament to what happens when humanity reaches too far, too fast. Atlantis is more than a lost city. It's a mirror reflecting our dreams and our fears. It's a reminder that even the greatest civilizations can fall, that the past holds secrets we may never fully understand. But the search continues because deep down, we know, somewhere beneath the waves, Atlantis is waiting. Will we find Atlantis in our lifetime? Or will it remain a ghost, haunting us from the depths? One thing is certain, The truth is out there, hidden in the dark, and it's calling. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you felt the pull of the unknown, hit that subscribe button, share this video, and tell us in the comments. Do you believe Atlantis is real? Until next time, keep searching.